another beautiful day again. Going to do a bit more trimming again today. Then I'm going to pick a few bits and bobs up in the barn, just get that a bit clearer again. We have the electric man coming this morning, hopefully to turn us on, and then we'll get some of our other electrical items out, and you know, the fridge and things like that we might be able to use. So, been trimming this morning and a bit this afternoon. Still got a little bit to finish, mainly in that corner and in front of the kennels, pennels, whatever they are, whatever we want to use them as later. It certainly will be kennels, because our fur babies are fur babies, not outside dogs. So yeah, I've still got a patch around there to do. There's quite a lot of wire and bits in this bit here, so I'm going to have to carefully go around that, but it's tangled with vines and what have you as well. So I got about 2/3 the way through it, and the farmer came up behind me. I think he wanted to look at the strimmer head, see if I'd got a new one, because you know I'd done quite a lot, which I showed him. I was very grateful that he told us about them, and they are absolutely brilliant. I used the cable what come with it, but I did buy some thicker, but I haven't had to use any of the thicker cable as yet, which is good. After a bit of sort of interpretation and hand waving and what have you, he seemed to offer to do some rotavating for me tomorrow. And then he took me down onto his land to show me his rotavator thing, and he has a rotavator, a hand sort of tractor rotavator, but then he pointed to his plough on his tractor and asked me if that's what I wanted him to do. So yeah, which one he's going to do I don't know, but he's certainly coming to do it tomorrow apparently, so that's really good. I'm really pleased about that, because a lot of this is really dry, and I didn't like the idea of it all just kicking about and drying where it was. So yeah, hopefully a bit ploughed in and be all good. So now what I'm going to do while it's really hot now, which is why I'm just finishing the strimmer, is I'm just going to tidy out in the barns. So as you probably saw yesterday, we had somebody come and removed a lot of the old metal and bits and bobs. They actually took the mattress and the 2 chairs as well, but we've still got bits of cloth, old paintings, bits of materials, plastic caps and all this sort of thing just kicking about. I don't really know what you do with tyres. We've got some wood boards which are chipboard, so I don't really think they're any good for anything. A few bits of pipe and things of that nature. So I'm just going to start tidying this up, just pick it up and chuck it in a bag, you know, a bin bag, and yeah, just get rid of it at bin bit at a time. So that's my job for this afternoon. So also, I mean, if anybody can tell me where they can get rid of tyres in Portugal, be grateful. Obviously things like that can't just get chucked in the bin, or at least I don't think they can. And I do have a few more in the loft. I think there's 2 or 3 upstairs, I can't remember. It's I do have it on a video somewhere. And then there's plastic bottles and things to get rid of as well. So now we've cleared a bit away, we've got access to this little building. Seems to have 2 doors in it, another one down the bottom with some straw and maybe a feeder thing in it, but there doesn't seem to be a lot in there. Don't know what it's been used for. It's like got chicken wire on the door. I mean, it may have been for hens or something. There's like 2 compartments at the top. I've never seen in these before either. So, and then there's another compartment at the bottom. That could have been a dog kennel. I've also got another opening there with, well, it's got an L shape to it. I don't really know what it'd have been used for. It's not very high. The wall's just been chopped out for this, so whether it had an entrance from somewhere else, it could have been from the pig to the side of the pig pen. I'll have to have a look at that in a bit. And some nice big stone down there. I don't know. Yeah, that's first look in there, and you've joined me with that one. Obviously there's more and more stuff to clear out. I'll have to get in there at some time, but I don't even know whether the opening's wide enough for my fat. The entrance is wide enough for me to get through. Sort of bits and bobs and like an alcove there, but I've just noticed there's like a hinged part there to go into the top of that building. Whether it's separate, I don't really know. Yeah, we'll see more as we dig through all this lot, because it's all got to be moved, or all will be moved eventually. Need to do a bit of tidying up, just clearing a bit off the top of here as well. Just, you know, stuff that wants to go to rubbish while I'm doing it, so I'm just trying to clear as much as I can. So I thought the farmer was coming tomorrow to plough, but he's come today, or this evening. So we just had to chop a bit out of one of the trees there so he can get up and down okay. But yeah. So because our field sort of bends a little bit, I wondered what he was doing. He was only going halfway across and then stopping, but it's obviously doing it so he gets the line square. So he's got probably 3/4 of it done. There's a patch over there in the middle, just behind the cherry, what looks like he's only skimmed over it. I think that might be the septic tank, so we'll have a look at that later. So he's made a beautiful job of ploughing it up for us. The only problem was when he stopped and we were just going to talk to him. He run over something and got a puncture and pulled the nail out, and then obviously the tyres going down and couldn't get the nail back in to stop it, plug it while he got back around to his own land, so he's just dashed off. So we haven't had a chance to offer him anything yet. We don't want to offend him by offering him something and being pushy or whatever, so because they're very helpful people, so sometimes they won't take anything, so we'll see what we can do. And if not, we'll see if we can pay him for his fuel, or whether we can, you know, pay for his tyre or whatever if it needs one. Yeah, other than that, we'll take him some buns and cakes and things like that round, and, you know, bits and bobs as we go. You know, I mean, he maybe thinks, you know, having his goats on our land's good enough. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see what we can do there. So the goats are back down on our land again. 3 goats and 1 sheep. I'll get it right this time. Nice coloured sky over the hills tonight. So this morning we're going to Covilha. We stayed in yesterday waiting for the electric to come, and the electric man to come, and he couldn't find us. We got an email like about 5 o'clock last night to say that he was unable to find us. They're trying to rearrange another day to come out. But at the moment we don't know when that's going to be, so today we're going to go and get some supplies, paint rollers, paint, that sort of thing, so we can do some work inside if it's too hot. We've also got some outside work to do, such as the roof on the barn and taking that off. Now we've got some of the stuff out of the way. Whether we'll get that started this week or not, I don't know. We'll just have to see how that one goes. But there is a few other jobs to do. I've still got some trimming to do. We've got some holes to fill in walls and such like. Yeah, all stuff maintenance wise. So yeah, we're going to get some supplies to do some of that. So hopefully while we're in Covilha we'll be able to show you around in the stores. I have tried before. Yeah, somebody didn't sort of like it, so yeah, we'll try again and see what happens. So just in Bricomart in Covilha, I said I'd give you a look and see what's around when we were in here next. Don't know whether I'm meant to be wandering around showing you this, but there's nobody about in this part at the moment, so I just thought I'd give you a quick look. Do fires, cement mixers, Ellierose, scaffolding, cement obviously, roofing bits all the plastic, but they do tiles and what have you, blocks, scaffolding bits, stands, sack barrows, obviously ladders and all that sort of thing, drains, drain pipes and all that sort of thing. So it's just like a B&Q really in this part. And all sorts of tools. Compressors, generators. I actually got my generator from here. All sort of wood, screws, nuts, bolts and everything that you need really. Yeah, some very long bolts and things. You also do garden tractors and things like that. Wood cutters. It's blooming warm this morning. Well, this afternoon now it is. We've just got back from Covilha, and as I said, we were going to go and buy a few bits. I'll give you an idea of what we bought. First and foremost, obviously, the obligatory box of beers. We've got some folding steps, you know, the ones that make a platform, as well as ladders and steps. A hose pipe, but to be honest, I think we could have done with a wider tube, but this is all we could find at the moment, and it'll do for now. The tap on the outside only has a small nozzle anyway, so we'll have to get an adapter and get a bigger hose at some point. We also got a couple of big tubs of paint, some rollers, a hand lamp for when I go in the lofts when we get the electric on, some masking tape, and the bags of dust sheets. I think there's also some sealant at the back as well for around the windows and filling the gaps in the paint, so I've got two different types. We also ordered a bed frame from Jean, but it don't come for maybe a couple of weeks, and then we've got to go and pick it up. So it maybe sounds a bit previous, but when it takes 2 weeks to arrive, hopefully we'll have the room painted out, so she can bed down in the lounge. It'll be a bit cooler for her than being in the van, because it does get very hot. So I'm afraid we've got a big fire over Covilha way tonight. We're quite a distance from it, but you can probably see from the sky and looking at the sun how much difference it's made. There's quite a lot of smoke in the air, as opposed to the other direction where there's very little. Yeah, not very good day for it, but it's been absolutely roasting. There's been quite a bit of wind up until recently, so you know that would have helped. But yeah, we hope everybody's okay in it.